Boy, oh boy, it's cold out here in this East Coast right now, man. But I had a quick thought I wanted to share with the brothers, man. I know we talk a lot about women, and it makes sense because, women are very important to men, contrary to what a lot of guys may say. The amount of which you talk about them shows just how important they are to you. Anyway, this is a quick thought I had for you, and this is what I want to share with you. I know a lot of us, we want to have our player phase, our Mac phase. We want to have our season where we can get the light-skinned girl with the curly hair. And, I understand all of that, right? I do. I promise you I do. But I'm 35 years old, as I say all the time. But I say that for context, right? 35, and I went to undergrad, and I went to grad school and all these other kind of things, right? So I've lived a little bit. And what I'm going to tell you is, when you reach a space to where you're really thinking about your future, your family, your last name, your legacy, what you want to build in 5 years, 10 years, what you want the later years of your life to be like, how you want to be revered by your children and your family and your elderly years and all those kinds of things. Basically, how you want the rest of your life to play out. Because if you're in your 30s, hopefully you got another 40, 50 years in you, hopefully, Lord willing. Once you start actually stacking up wins and building up success and making things happen to the point where you can see a bright future for yourself, once you're in that space, excess women is not a plus, it's a minus. It's not an asset, it's a liability. And when I say excess women, I mean women outside of the woman that you've chosen to be with and to be loyal to you and to be your helpmeet to guide you through the rest of this journey. The one that you chose to raise your children and to maintain your household and all those kinds of things. The women outside of that, they no longer are an asset. They're a liability. They're not a plus, they're a minus. They're not a helper. They're a threat to everything that you got going on. Why? Because once you are clear on who you are, what you're doing, where you're going, how you want to do it, what you stand for, and who you want to operate with, all these random women on the outside of that, it's more than likely that they're going to tear down what you're doing as opposed to add to it. That's just straight up. Let me back in real quick. Like the likelihood that she's going to be an asset to your family and to your last name and to your legacy and to your future generations. Let me make sure I'm in the line. I feel like I'm a little crooked. Let me see. Oh, no, I'm in there. All right. The likelihood that she's going to be that is very, very slim. The likelihood that she's going to be on the same vision and game plan that you on and help you to build this and to build that and be a good helper and a good accountability partner and raise your children properly and add value to your last name and keep your legacy alive. And no, that's not what excess women are there for. Excess women are there for your ego and for your physical pleasure. But it comes at an expense. And the expense is very simple. You're going to be distracted from what you're supposed to be doing. You're going to be compromising your values and morals and principles. You're going to be overlooking the flaws in the woman because of the sexual access she's giving you. So you're going to be opening yourself up to people and things and elements that you have no business opening yourself up to. You're going to have questionable people around you. You may even engage in some questionable behaviors. You're going to expose yourself too much and give people who haven't been vetted way too much access and too much power over you. You're opening yourself up to bending your rules and your morals and your principles for access to this woman, breaking your routines, ruining your name, ruining your reputation, destroying your family, your legacy, your last name, all of that. When you get real serious about what you're doing as a man, excess women are a threat. a threat to everything that you're trying to do and accomplish. That's what they are. I know you think it's not fair because you never had your time where you had a list and a roster and you was running. Listen, man, listen. I'm trying to tell you, man. If you really got something going on or you're trying to get something going on, excess extra women is the worst thing that can happen to you. I mean, bro, let's just think about this logically. It don't even got to be about you being rich or anything like that. Let's think about this logically for a quick second, right? Let's say you've been with your girl a year and a half, 2 years. Y'all engaged or you're thinking about getting engaged. You planning on getting married because y'all going to get engaged. Y'all going to get married. You like her family. She like your family. Y'all both finished school already. You starting off in your career. Y'all starting off on hers. Y'all talking about saving up money, getting married, getting a house, starting a family. Like you really starting to plan out your future. Only thing a random woman can do to that is destroy it. Straight up. That's the only thing she can do. Tear down what you're trying to do. Or let's say you already in your situation and y'all married, y'all got kids, you got a solid reputation amongst the community, amongst the parents at school, on your job, with your lady, her friend, all of that. Y'all doing your thing. Only thing a random woman can do is destroy that. Right? Let's just say you're a single dude. You don't have no woman, you don't have no wife, you don't have no kids. Right now you're grinding and building yourself up. Or maybe you dug yourself a hole and you're getting yourself up out of that hole. I didn't even see this right here. Right? You're digging yourself up out of the hole. Making it happen. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's right upon the horizon. It's right there for you. Only thing a random woman can do is destroy that. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of how this could happen. You're dealing with this woman and having a good time, having your little fun or whatever, right? But next thing you know, you end it because you found somebody that you really want to be serious about. Or you end it because, listen, I'm going to work things out with my wife and my family. There's nothing for a woman to take on social media and, oh, he was just in my bed last night. He acted like he loved this woman so much, but he was, how many times have we seen that? There's nothing for a woman upset because you didn't choose her or you chose the woman over her, and she'll be damned if you're going to be happy and she not, so say, we going to burn this whole thing down. Whole thing. How many times have we seen that? I'm just saying, think about it, man. When you really are trying to do something and accomplish something, the only thing a random woman can do is tear it down. So you need to stay away from them, straight up.